let's see how to find the domain names, like different type of varieties of the domain names from the AI tools. I'm using right now ChatGPT. If you observe, I'm using right now the ChatGPT.com, this particular tool, to find the different domain names. Let's say example, I will give you. First, you have to add your brand name, maybe one word, two word, three word. Let's say example, I will give the my particular brand name, Digisnare Technologies. Okay, this is my particular domain name. Like we can say this is my particular. You can take domain name. I want like similar, or you take it as it's a my particular brand name. Now, instead of depending on particularly one word, you can ask the AI tool, suggest me some of the domain name. Easily, you get some suggestions from the AI tools. You can directly take the suggestion out of that, whichever the catchy is there, whichever people can be remember your domain easily, or it will be try to keep it as a sweet and short your domain name. Let's say now I have entered my domain name here, Digisnare Technology. I will tell uh, to the tool suggest me the domains. Let's say example, I will type it Digisnare Technologies. Now I have entered my particular domain name. I will tell suggest 20 different website domain names. Let's say I will hit the enter. You can see it started suggesting the particular domain names. You see 20 particular domains we are getting here. If you observe, there are the different words are there. Just I mentioned 20 different words. I have not mentioned single word, double word, or triple word. That is your choice. But it is your choice. Let's say example, I will come for the particularly I want in the single name. Let's say again you can change the prompt. If you are not happy with this particular suggestions, you can tell again the prompt, just you can change it, or you can just mention here itself down, suggest as a single word website domain. Now see, it started suggesting. You can say a single word by default. Obviously, my company belongs to Digisnare Technologies. Yes, when I say single word, you see digisnare.com, it is already suggested. If you want still other, if you want the domain in it, just 3 character, 5 character, 9 character, whatever you will give, it will be suggested. After once it is suggested that particular domain name, like then you go and you can check with the vendor, like where you can able to buy the domain name. There you go and you can check it the domain is available or not. If it is available, then you can able to easily book it. Let's say example, snarely.com. Anyhow, already digisnare.com already I booked it. Let's say snarely.com, I will check it is available or not. Okay, I recommend for you to book booking the domain either a hostinger.com or even to go with the GoDaddy. Let's say example, now I will go to the Hostinger and I will check up here the domain name is available or not. Let's say I will come here. You no need to log in initially. If you want to book it, the login is mandatory. Let's say I will go to the domains. Once you go to hostinger.com, just go to the domain section and here you get a option to search the domain name. There you have to enter the domain name. Let's say here I will come snarely.com. You can see it is telling yes, it is available. The domain is available here. And you can choose the domain you want to buy for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. That is your choice. But you go for a 2 year, 3 year, you will get in a little bit less cost. Similarly, you can do the checkup with name, like there are the different providers are there to book the domain name. Just I'm recommending you Hostinger. You can do it, check with any particular website. You can check out if it is available, then you can book it. Let's say I will come up in the next video how to book the domain. I have recommended here how to test with AI tools to get a different type of domain names. That is the one of the method. Even though in the Hostinger, another option also is there. Even though directly you can use the option generate domain with AI. This is the one more option. You can use that particular option, or here you can use this particular also. Means Because why we have to choose the catchy domain? Because we have to like completely we are dependent on the domain. The entire our business is depends on the domain. That is the reason what we have to do it. While choosing the domain itself, we have to think, and we have to choose the catchy name, and it should be pronounced about your brand. Always keep it your brand name in the domain.